Okay, another episode of Cooking with MrDan today. I made this recipe a while back, but something happened. It didn't materialize on the camera, and then I kind of forgot about it. But anyway, I'm going to make it today. It's chicken and snow peas. It's a stir fry. It's very, very nutritious. It has barely any oil in it. Maybe 2 tablespoons, if that. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to put it together kind of quick. I've already pre-mixed some stuff, but everything will be down in the description box if you guys want to make it. Okay? So let's get to it. Okay, here's my wok that I'm going to be cooking in. Back here, I've already boiled up some mushrooms to save some time. I got my avocado oil that I'm going to use to put in the pan. There you go. Okay, the ingredients. Okay, first of all, you got my knife, the sharpener, or the honer, or whatever. In the back there, I chopped up some onion, got some celery, some carrots. In those 2 cups, one has ginger, one has garlic. This is the sauce mix. Like I said, all the ingredients for that will be down in the description box. There wasn't many, but like 1.5 cups of chicken broth and so on, blah, blah. Here's the snow peas. This is starch for a slurry that we're going to put in at the end to help thicken up that sauce there. And here's the chicken that's been marinating for about 10 minutes. So let me turn the skillet on, the wok on, and we'll get to it. Okay, I just want to show you, sometimes I free pour the oil, and maybe you guys might think it's a little too much, more than a tablespoon. So here's the tablespoon measure, see? I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of oil. This is avocado oil, by the way. 1 tablespoon, there you go. And that's pretty much what I pour in there, even freehand. I'm getting pretty good at that. But I just wanted to show you so you don't think we're pulling the wool over anybody's eyes, okay? But anyway, once you get all the ingredients together, this recipe does go along pretty quick. After all, it is a stir fry. My cell phone binging away. Now, I don't know if I showed you guys the trick with the chopsticks or a wooden spoon. There's really not much oil in here to really do that with, but oh, look at there, it's percolating, so it's done. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me get a fork. We're going to put this chicken, get it going. Okay, and there's the chicken. It's been marinating now for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Doesn't need to go too long. It's got an egg white in there, some cornstarch, oil, a teaspoon of sesame oil, some salt, pepper, 1 egg white. And that's it. You stir it together with your hand. I mixed it with my hand. You can mix it with a spoon if you like. But this is what gives the chicken that little velvety texture. So, anyway, we're going to quickly fry this up. Or saute it up, I guess you'd say. Stir fry, whatever. And it won't take too long, so let me get one of my rubber spatulas since this here is my... And that's just the liquid of the chicken sizzling on that oil. I'm going to show you, this is going to be, I got this on almost medium-high maybe. So I got it on a 4 out of 6, okay? Put it that way. But we don't want these chicken pieces stuck. I chopped them up in like little chunks, little squares. But you can do it in little strips. You can do whatever you like. It's your dish. But it's very tasty. I like it. It's nutritious. It's I think it's a Weight Watcher thing. I don't know. I think you can get away with that. I have to ask Penny about that. But because there's nothing really crazy in here. You know what I mean? All right, give me a couple minutes here, and then we'll come back when this is done. Okay. No sense y'all watching chicken get brown. Okay, that took all of maybe 3-4 minutes. So I'm gonna put the chicken here, as you can see right there. No sizzle sells, right? There you go. Okay, in the same pot now, we're gonna do everything else. So look how nice and clean that skillet is, huh? All right, put this off to the side. Put a little bit more avocado oil on here. Another tablespoon. There you go. All right, so the first thing we're going to toss is our onion, as usual. We'll get that going a little bit. Okay. Stir this around a little bit. I'll lower this a little. Now when you cook them with a wok, whether it's a non-stick one or cast iron, whatever, use the sides of the pan, because the heat travels up, so you can use almost all the surface of the pan while you're cooking, hence why it's a quick cook. When they have these in these Chinese restaurants, these things are like about 2,000 degrees or so. All right, this here is going to be my garlic. Yeah, that's pretty good. All but 2 little crumples fell out, huh? Okay. Mix that around. Next we're going to put in I always have a difficult time, but you know, I'm lucky today, I guess. Everything's working good. That's my ginger. I love the smell of that when it's cooking. Okay. Boy, that aroma. Whew, you guys could smell this. I mean, this is why I'm saying it's a pretty healthy dish with, at least you know what's going in there, you know. A lot of people say that Chinese food, Japanese, there's too much grease, too much whatever. I don't know, because when I make it, it's mostly what you're eating that goes in there. Very, very little bit of oil. Now this here, once this gets done a little bit, because I want to soften up the, that's why I cut everything kind of small. You get the vegetables, I still want them to have a little texture, but I don't want them too soft either. But I don't want them too hard, because then nobody wants to eat it. Okay? But anyway, chicken came out good, looking good. I'm going to show that to you before we dump it in. But if you look, when you do that mixture to it, that marinade kind of deal, it makes the meat look kind of silky. Now that's when you ever notice you get Chinese food, that's what it comes from, that mixture right there. And it keeps the meat moist on the inside, so nice and tender. I mean, I know it's chicken, but you know you can overcook chicken breast very, very easy. Dry meat. All right, let me let this go a few minutes, and we'll be back. Okay, that was about a minute. Now what I'm going to do is slide these mushrooms over. The reason I'm putting the mushrooms in, the recipe doesn't really call for it, but I bought too many mushrooms the other day. I ended up having 5 or 6 containers, and I usually only get 4 when I'm making my mushrooms. So I have some extras, so they're going in there. I'm not going to put them all, but maybe I will. There's not that many in there. Come on. Let's dish it up. Let's make this a healthier dish. Let's make it more meaty kind of deal, huh? You know, you can put anything you want here, really, but I'm not going crazy with the recipe. I just figured, you know, we got mushrooms, might as well use them. So, and that makes a nice little broth in that I got. I got a mushroom broth going on. I don't think I'm going to use it, though. I don't need it for nothing. Okay, that takes care of that nonsense there. So, hey, this is smelling good. It's looking good. Next, we're going to put the snow peas in. Yeah, everything's coming up to temp. You see, it's not sizzling so loud no more. So, now let me get my pea pods ready. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour some pea pods in here. They are the star of the show, remember? So we're supposed to have like 2 cups of them. This ain't quite enough yet. I got some more over there. I love pea pods. I don't like to overcook them. I like them nice, crunchy, and snappy. You know what I'm saying to you? And we're going to be adding some of that sauce that I made. And it's got some Chinese wine in it, the shauxing cooking wine, salt, pepper, 1.5 cups of chicken broth. Plus we're gonna, when we get down to the end of it, we're gonna make a mixture, a slurry of cornstarch and water, and that will thicken up some of the juice, so it'll be good. So we're gonna throw a little bit more in here, and plus I still have to get my cauliflower rice going. That's not going to take long. I'm going to use my assistant chef, Mike. I don't know if you guys ever got introduced to him, but I have an assistant named Mike. You know, like microwave. Oh boy. I'm so funny. Maybe I can do that for a living, huh? Now what you keep remembering to do is stir this around a bit. Because, you know, the star of the show is pea pods, so chicken and pea pods is what we got. And this thing looks so good, man, right now. I love pea pods. I tell you, that's something else than pea pods. I really like them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to marry up some of the chicken in here. Hold on. Give you guys a top view. Now tell me that don't look good enough to eat. See how the chicken looks? They got that velvet, especially right here. You can see like the glistening. That's it. We're going to stir that around and we'll be back. Okay. So now, this is the sauce. We'll be putting that in. And then this is some oyster sauce. It's a more chicken broth than anything else. And we're just going to be adding that. Depends on who you talk to. Some people say that's like a gravy. And I got news for you. Once I got to add a little water to this. Remember I showed it to you? This is the cornstarch. We're going to add some water to that, and that will make that, I'll thicken that juice right up. So, just going to stir this around a little bit. We'll try to steam some of it away. I don't want that much liquid. But boy, this is last time I made this. Came out gangbusters. So, I just love pea pods. I know you guys have seen me eat them before, but they're just the top of they're the top dog, man. I love them. Okay, while this is going down like this, I'm going to go get my cauliflower ready. We'll be back. Okay, I'm trying to show you here how the gravy looks right now because I'm going to get ready to put some of the cornstarch slurry in there. So that's what we got going. See how that looks? You'll see what was going to be a different look when I add that. Okay, I just put some water, to my 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, I did a little over a tablespoon of water to it, so And the thing is, you have to really stir it constant, because if you don't, it gets like cement at the bottom of the container that you're mixing it in. But anyway, just pour a little bit in at a time. Stir it around, and it'll start to thicken that liquid up. It also makes it look real shiny, like, you know, like glossy. And that's the look we're going for, eh? This here is done. That's my last step for that. If you hear in the background, you got your sous chef Mike working on the cauliflower. So when that's done, we'll be ready to taste test, huh? But we'll be back, don't worry. Okay, now I want you to look if you can remember the consistency I showed you before. But it's definitely a little thicker. It's not going to be like mud by no means, but see? Yeah, that's what you want right there. That's the sauce. I'm going to serve that up over some cauliflowered rice. Now, you guys can use regular rice if you want, but we're trying to keep as healthy as we can. That's why I said this could probably get away with being Weight Watchers. Okay, hold on. Okay, now we're at the taste test table. I think Domino either wants to play or munch on my chicken here. But at any rate, it came out good. We got a nice little dish going. We got some cauliflower rice at the bottom, and the chicken and pea pods. Elmo's already had a bite, so we'll just put him off to the side. I'm going to put a little of my soy sauce on here. This is I think the best soy sauce out there, but it's Kikkoman's. Just in case you guys wondering. I think it was, been around a long time. I like it. At any rate, let's get us into our first bite here. Mm. Mm. You know, when you think about it, the most expensive thing I got in here is the chicken. I got that at $1.99 a pound. I used a half a pound. I used 8 ounces. Then the mushrooms was $1, maybe $1.99 for 8 ounces. Pea pods were 79 cents a pack, 8 ounces. Everything's 8 ounces. You notice that? But anyway, what I'm getting at for this whole meal, I got a couple, $3 into it, maybe a little more. Well, I'll be eating that for the next 2 days. You know, you go to a Chinese restaurant, it tastes just like this. No, this tastes better, but... You'll pay 2 to 3 times what you can make it for yourself, maybe more. But anyway, I want to show you how the cauliflower rice, you see that? It looks just like regular white rice, look. It's got the texture. Everything's there, so. Pea pod. Going down. And see, after a nice little stir fry, it's got that nice snappy crunch that I like. This is our dinner for tonight anyway, for sure. Okay, so remember, Mr. Elmo's been passing this out, so we should know it by now, but we'll do it again. When you're out and about, cover your snout. That was funny, you gotta admit. Okay, got that. Don't talk with your mouth full. If you like the recipe and you want to try it, give us a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Share with your friends, hit the notification bell, and all the ingredients will be down in the description box below, and it'll have every little ingredient I put in here. Now, I made some stuff ahead of time, but that was just to save a little time on the camera time. but it's delicious. You guys need to give it a try. All right. You know, it's unbelievable, all the food we've been eating now for years and years and years and years, and I've been cooking for years and years and years, but I've always said, you can ask Penny, she'll tell you, I always said the best meal you got is your home-cooked meal. I don't like going out to eat, really, but anyway, neither here nor there. This is MrDan saying, stay hungry, my friends. When you are come back, we'll give you another recipe. And for today, we're out.